Hi friends, welcome to Swati Surbhi Astro. Hope you all are doing well nowadays. Today in this video, we would be discussing about the much feared Kendradhipati dosha in Vedic astrology. But in this video itself, I would also be telling you about the formation of the Kendradhipati yoga. So actually it is not just a dosha, but also a yoga. But to get better clarity about this concept, let us first understand about the 4 kinds of lords in Vedic astrology. So, the lords of the Kendra houses, which are the 1st, 4th, 7th and 10th houses, are neutral in nature. The lords of the Trikona houses, which are the 1st, 5th and 9th houses, are functionally benefic in nature. The lords of the Trishadai houses, which are the 3rd, 6th and 11th houses, are functionally malefic in nature. And the lords of the 2nd, 8th and 12th houses are neutral in nature. Now, another thing that we need to understand before we talk about the concept of the Kendradhipati dosha, we need to understand about the natural benefic and the natural malefic planets. So, what are the natural benefic planets? So, Jupiter and Venus, as you all know, are natural benefic planets. Mercury is considered to be a benefic planet whenever it is in association with another benefic planet, or if it is aspected by benefic planets, or if it is under the impact or under the influence of other benefic planets. Moon is considered to be a benefic planet when it sits at least 3 houses away from the hot planet Sun, or if the moon is strong in the Pakshbal, which is the main strength of the planet Moon, then it is considered to be a natural benefic planet. So this was the understanding about the natural benefic and the natural malefic planets. Now, what is the Kendradhipati dosha and how is it formed? Let us talk about this now. Now, the Kendradhipati dosha is formed whenever a natural benefic planet, being the lord of the Kendra houses or the quadrant houses, sits in the quadrant house itself. So, I have talked about a natural benefic planet which, if the lord of the quadrant house and is sitting in the quadrant house itself, is said to form this dosha, which is the Kendradhipati dosha. Because when this happens, the natural benefic planet loses its beneficness and it becomes neutral in nature, but it does not become malefic in nature. It only becomes neutral in nature. Yes, its power to give good results in its Mahadasha or Antardasha is reduced to a considerable extent because it has now become neutral for us and it has lost its beneficness. So, the Kendradhipati dosha can be formed in the case of the following 9 ascendants. In the case of Aries ascendant, it is formed by the planet Moon. In case of Gemini ascendant, it is formed by the planet Jupiter. In case of Cancer ascendant, it is formed by the planet Venus. In case of Leo ascendant, it is formed by the planet Venus. In case of Virgo ascendant, it is formed by the planet Jupiter. In case of Libra ascendant, it is formed by the planet Moon. In case of Sagittarius ascendant, it is formed by the planet Mercury. In case of Capricorn ascendant, it is formed by the planet Moon. And in case of Pisces ascendant, it is formed by the planet Mercury. Now, taking the example of Gemini ascendant so that you all can understand it better. If Jupiter is placed in the 1st or in the 4th house, then it leads to the formation of the Kendradhipati dosha in case of the Gemini ascendant native. In this case, if Jupiter is afflicted by another natural malefic planet, then it leads to further strengthening of the Kendradhipati dosha. But one important thing that needs to be observed here is that if Jupiter is sitting in the 7th or in the 10th houses, in case of a Gemini ascendant native, then it does not lead to the formation of this dosha. Why? Because Jupiter has lordship over the 7th and the 10th houses for a Gemini ascendant native. Now, this brings us to the topic of the formation of the Kendradhipati yoga. So, how is the Kendradhipati yoga formed? The Kendradhipati yoga is formed whenever a natural benefic planet, being the lord of the quadrant houses or the Kendra houses, sits in the house owned by it and also gets aspected by another benefic planet. Then it leads to the formation of the Kendradhipati yoga. in the life of the native, and then very good results can be seen for such a person, especially in the Mahadasha or in the Antardasha of the planet forming the Kendradipati Yoga. Now, taking the example of Virgo ascendant this time, if for a Virgo ascendant, Jupiter is sitting in the 4th house in the sign of Sagittarius, that means Jupiter is sitting in its own sign, in the sign of Sagittarius in the 4th house for a Virgo ascendant native. So, here we say that Jupiter is comfortable and happy in this sign. Now, if this Jupiter, which is sitting in the 4th house in its own sign of Sagittarius, is aspected by Venus, say from Venus is sitting in the 10th house and Venus is casting its 7th aspect on this Jupiter, then it leads to the formation of the Kendradipati Yoga. Then what kind of results can be expected in the life of the native? So first of all, such a native can be mentally very happy. He can be stress-free. He can excel in his career during the Mahadasha or the Antardasha periods of Jupiter. He can also get married in this period of Jupiter. So all kinds of good results can be seen in the life of the person during the Mahadasha of Jupiter, because Jupiter in this case is leading to the formation of the Kendradipati Yoga and not leading to the formation of the Kendradipati Dosha. But the Kendradipati dosha is a little tricky to understand in case of Cancer and Leo ascendant natives, because here the planet Venus has lordship over both a Kendra house as well as a Trishadai house. Hence, for these two ascendants, even if Venus is sitting in its own house in the Kendra, then also the native might get to see only average results or might get to see good results after a lot of struggle during the Mahadasha of Venus. This is because some malefic character is imparted to Venus by virtue of its lordship over a Trishadai house. However, in this case also, if Venus is sitting, let us say, in its own house in Kendra and receiving the benefic aspect of Jupiter on it, then it can give very good results to the native, but also after some initial struggle, even in this case. So, this case is a bit different for these two ascendants when it comes to analyzing the impact of the Kendradipati Yoga. Now, in case of Aries ascendant and in case of Libra ascendant, the Kendradipati dosha is formed by the planet Moon. In case of Aries ascendant, Moon has lordship over the 4th house. 4th house represents property, vehicles, happiness from mother, happiness in our own home and various other things. So, in case of Aries ascendant, if Moon is sitting in any of the Kendra houses apart from the 4th house, and if Moon is also receiving malefic impact of Mars, Saturn, Rahu or Ketu, then Moon is said to be forming Kendradipati dosha in this case. So, what will happen? In the Mahadasha of Moon, various struggles, various obstacles, various hindrances connected to the mind, because Moon is the karka of mind and astrology. So, various struggles, various obstacles connected to the mind can be witnessed by such a native in the Mahadasha period of Moon. But if Moon is sitting in its own house and Moon is aspected by another benefic planet, say by Jupiter or by Venus, then it will lead to the formation of the Kendradipati Yoga in this case. And then very good results can be seen in the life of the native during the Mahadasha period of Moon. Like very good results concerning the 4th house, because it has lordship over the 4th house in case of Aries ascendant, will be seen in the life of the native concerned. Now, in case of Libra ascendant, Moon has lordship over the 10th house. 10th house represents our career, it shows our profession, it shows our overall karmas also in our life. So, whenever Moon is sitting in its own house, say it is sitting in the 10th house only in case of Libra ascendant, suppose. And if this Moon is also receiving the benefic aspect of Jupiter or of Venus, okay, then it becomes very much good for the native and it leads to the formation of the Kendradipati Yoga in this case. So, the native can see very good results of the planet Moon in its Mahadasha or Antardasha periods with regard to the significations of the 10th house, because Moon is sitting in the 10th house and has lordship over the same house. But in case of a Libra ascendant native only, if this Moon is placed in any of the Kendra houses apart from the 10th house and is also receiving the malefic impact of Mars, Saturn, Rahu or Ketu, then it leads to the formation of the Kendradipati dosha. And then in this case, there can be struggles, there can be obstacles, there can be hindrances, there can be delays with regard to the significations of the planet Moon. Okay, so such hindrances and struggles can be witnessed by the native during the Mahadasha of moon. Now, in case of Capricorn ascendant, the Kendradipati dosha is also formed by the planet Moon. Moon has lordship over the 7th house for the Capricorn ascendant native. So, if Moon, being the lord of the 7th house, sits in the 7th house itself, and if it is under benefic impact or benefic influence of Jupiter, Venus or Mercury, then it will give very good results to the native, and then it leads to the formation of the Kendradipati yoga in this case. But if Moon, being the lord of the 7th house for a Capricorn ascendant native, is sitting in any of the other Kendras apart from the 7th house, and it is also under malefic impact or malefic influence of Mars, Saturn, Rahu or Ketu, then it will cause the formation of the Kendradipati dosha, and then you can, such a native can see various obstacles, various delays in his married life, and there can be lots of misunderstandings in his marital relationship. There can be discord, there can be frequent arguments or quarrels in his marital relationship during the Mahadasha of the planet Moon. Now, in case of Sagittarius and Pisces ascendants, the planet Mercury leads to the formation of the Kendradipati dosha. And also the planet Mercury can lead to the formation of the Kendradipati yoga. So, taking the example of Sagittarius ascendant first. Now, in the case of Sagittarius ascendant, Mercury has lordship over the 10th and the 7th houses. So, if Mercury having lordship over the 7th or the 10th houses sits in its own houses only and is also aspected by benefic planet, then it will lead to the formation of the Kendradipati yoga in this case. And then very good results related to career and very good results related to marriage can be observed by such a native during the Mahadasha of the planet Mercury. But if Mercury, being the lord of the 7th and the 10th houses for a Sagittarius ascendant native, sits in the 1st or in the 4th house, then, and also if this Mercury sitting in the 1st and the 4th house is aspected by a malefic planet, then it will lead to the formation of the Kendradipati dosha in this case. And then, negative results related to the areas which were governed by the planet Mercury can be seen in the life of the native. Like some analytical skills can also be disturbed of the native. So, such results can be observed in the life of the native during the Mahadasha of the planet Mercury. Now, in case of Pisces ascendant, Mercury has lordship over the 7th house and over the 4th house. So, if Mercury having lordship over the 4th and the 7th houses sits in these houses only, okay, and it is also receiving the benefic aspect of any other good planet on it, then it leads to the formation of the Kendradipati yoga. And then very good results can be seen in the life of the native concerning the significations shown by the 4th house, which are property, vehicle, happiness from mother, happiness in the home environment, etc. And also the significations concerning the 7th house get boosted, like those related to marriage, those related to business partnership, etc. But if Mercury, being the lord of the 4th and the 7th houses for a Pisces ascendant native, sits in the 1st or in the 10th house, okay, then and is also aspected by a malefic planet, then it leads to the formation of the Kendradipati dosha, and then negative results can be seen in the life of the native during the Mahadasha of the planet Mercury concerning those houses over which Mercury has lordship for a Pisces ascendant native. Okay friends, so this was all about my analysis of the Kendradipati dosha and also about the Kendradipati yoga. If you all liked this video and gained some little knowledge through it, then please do share it with your friends and family members. Please do press the like button if you like this video, and please do subscribe my channel. The name of my channel is Swati Surbhi Astro. I would keep putting in more efforts to bring better videos for you in the future as well. Thank you.